Thank you. So my name is Beth Peterson. I have been a nurse at Mercy Hospital for the last 16 years. I did 13 years in their neurotrauma intensive care unit where I provided care to a lot of trauma patients, para and quadriplegics, stroke victims. And then in the last 6 years I've been employed at Mercy Telehealth where we practice telemedicine in critical care nursing. I'm here today to ask Governor Parsons to call a special session so that I can continue to work in the healthcare profession. There were rumors that came down in, I guess, late June and early July that there was going to be this mandate, and I think that it was Barnes Hospital and St. Luke's Hospital that received their mandates first, and everybody at Mercy was nervous that the mandates would come to us. There were, I know, hundreds and hundreds of nurses who do not want to receive this vaccination for many reasons, for religious reasons, for medical reasons, for ethical reasons. And so there was this just fear that came across all of these healthcare workers that did not want to receive the vaccine. We began the exemption process, so the exemption process seemed to be deliberately difficult to get through. We had to have a religious leader attest to our faith or someone else to attest to our faith, and then the technical difficulties that we had to go through just to submit the exemption was prohibitive, and if you really don't know what you're doing technically or don't have a home office set up, it was next to impossible. The work environment changed significantly after the mandate came down. We were you could tell that we were split into two different groups, the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. It was unspoken, but most people knew, everybody knew who was vaccinated and not vaccinated, based on, you just know your coworkers and where they stand. And so we faced meetings where it looked like, we were watching some propaganda from CNN. Just get vaccinated, it's the best thing for you. You really aren't going to have a choice. And we faced ridicule from vaccinated employees who were making fun of us because we were standing by our beliefs and we were going to be without a job soon, and it was funny to them. Ethical dilemmas. I have a friend who called me up one day. She had religious objections to receiving the vaccine. But she didn't know what to do. She didn't know how she would provide for her family. So she went through the exemption process. It was denied. She submitted an appeal. It was denied. She didn't know what else to do. So she made 5 different appointments to receive the vaccine. The first 4, she showed up to the appointment and she was so torn that she left the appointment. On the 5th appointment, she was so scared that she was going to lose her livelihood that she submitted to receiving the vaccine. She called me the next day and she said, "Beth, I don't know. Well, I can't look myself in the mirror because I have gone against everything that I believe in. I can't look my kids in the face because I feel like I was forced into this and I feel like what I did was a sin." And she has since not gotten the second vaccine because she has repented of what she thinks of as a sin. She did lose her job, and her last day was yesterday at Mercy. I went into nursing because I wanted to spend my life helping people. I wanted to come to the end of my life and face God, having done the work that I felt He called me to do, and that's why I went into nursing, and that's why I hope to continue in nursing. The people who did receive exemptions are now faced with having to do weekly testing if they're in the building. They're also faced with having to wear masks if they're anywhere in the facility. Ironically, I was in telemedicine, so I worked from home. And so the fact that I had to receive a vaccine when Mercy's own vaccination propaganda video says that the vaccine does not prevent you from getting COVID. So for me to have to receive a vaccine when I'm working from home, I don't see patients physically, I see them through telemedicine, so the mandate is absolutely ridiculous. I did. My last day was yesterday. I was informed last week that I was going to be terminated, and my last day at Mercy was yesterday. Thank you. On September 11th of this year, Governor Parsons released a statement in remembrance of the September 11th attacks. He said, "In the United States, we are strong and remain a beacon for hope and freedom because we refuse to unlearn the lesson these American heroes taught us. Our freedom may be shared, but so is our obligation to defend it." I'm taking Governor Parsons' words to heart. I'm asking him to call a special session to help me stand up for religious freedom and freedom from medical tyranny, and I'm asking him to call a special session so that these legislators over here can do the job we voted them in for and stand up for freedom in America. Thank you.